You are listening to That Big CEO Energy, where we talk all things business, life, marriage to create an impactful community, teaching you how to lead your life and your business with compassion and strength. It can be scary stepping out from the barriers we still carry while we were once employees and change the narrative to take charge of your business and team. This podcast is a place for you to come to learn to do just that. From personal experiences, interviewing new friends, I hope that you will tune in to listen all that living that big CEO energy can offer you and your business. I'm your host, Callie, entrepreneur and fractional COO. Let's jump in. We all started our business so that we could leave the life of being tethered to the to-do list and have time and freedom to do what we want when we want, right? But that's not what's happening, is it? You find yourself with a to-do list just as long as your dreams and goals, not to mention your business is growing and expanding. Client meetings and client work suck your time instead of working on your goals. I can assure you that most of you will resist these answers and you will have fear. Why fear? Because we are programmed to be entrepreneurs. Society has taught us that we should be doing it all and not delegate because, after all, what type of business owner would we be? Especially if you are a woman. So I want to give you in this episode some key things that you can do to spend more time on your business and less time in your business. Let's first break that down. What does it mean to spend time on your business and less time in your business? Well, when you are in your business, a lot of what is in your business is admin work, right? There are different sort of departments, if you will. Even if you are a solopreneur, you have different pockets, we'll call them. One is marketing. The things that you create on the back end, such as Instagram posts, email marketing, podcast episodes, YouTube videos, that all sort of is considered marketing. And the reason why it's considered marketing is because you are putting it out into the world, out into a market, so that your ideal client sees it, hears it, reads it, and wants to connect with you, wants to do business with you, and wants those things to be in their business as well. So you have the marketing department, you have the operations department. Yes, you have an operations department, even if you are one individual. And what is included in operations? It's your task management system. It is your SOPs for how to do certain things. If you don't have SOPs, we need to talk about it because they are important. Anything on the back end that you can think of is operations, how your business fundamentally operates to get from what your target audience is receiving from you. So you have the operations and you have the marketing. Those two departments, really, if you're a solopreneur, everything sort of falls into one or both of those buckets, right? And so when you talk about spending time in your business, a lot of the admin work that goes through that is what you're spending time in. Creating the social media posts, creating the blog posts, creating the social captions, writing down the SOP, scheduling tasks, coordinating emails, having sales conversations. I'm just listing off all of those things because those are all things that we do as business owners, spending time in our business. They are all important things so that our business runs clearly and so that our business moves forward. But when you are a business owner, there is a place and time for you to do things that are in your business and to do things that are spending time on your business. When you spend time on your business, that looks like you being the visionary. That looks like you being able to research, look at your competition, gather analysis, determine how to move your business forward, right? The visionary of new products, new services, conversations that you're having with other people. Maybe you're doing podcast episodes on guest podcasts, or you're showing up on someone else's YouTube video, or you're doing speaking engagements, right? Those are all things that we do to spend time on our business so that, again, our target audience sees us, knows us, understands what we're about, and ultimately wants to have whatever service that we provide. So when we look at sort of the top things that you can do right now to streamline your business and engage more of your time to work on the visionary portion of your business. And again, as a business owner, there is a place and time to be in your business, but that will only sustain you for so long. Moving into a position where you can delegate and move the things that are quote unquote in your business and moving you from that position over to working on your business requires you to delegate. And one of the very first things, and not just because I am one, but one of the very first things that I tell people is to find someone who can help you. Someone, anyone. It could be your daughter, it could be your mom, it could be your son, it could be your husband, it could be whoever, but find somebody who can objectively look at your business from a 500-foot view and say, I feel like we could streamline some things here. Or I'm going to do these tasks for you. Let's talk about what other tasks I can take off your plate. And they do those tasks, right? Maybe you have a whole list of things that's sitting on your desk and you're looking at it and going, these are all things I really don't want to do. When you get to that point, it is imperative that you find somebody to help you to do those things. Maybe it's a virtual assistant. Maybe it's an online business manager. Maybe it's a virtual COO, whatever that looks like. And maybe you can't afford that right now. And so maybe it looks like pairing up with the high school to do an intern situation or the local college that you have. But one thing that I will always be an advocate for is finding someone who can learn and want to learn about your business in the same way that you have built it so that they can help you thrive. Hiring a VA, an OBM, a COO helps keep you grounded. It also helps the projects flowing, it streamlines your systems, your processes, and creates SOPs so that your business can grow and there are resources for team members to learn quickly as you expand, right? So you're essentially creating a toolkit for someone that, heaven forbid, if something were to happen to you, someone else can step in and you say, everything is located X, Y, and Z. Great. They can go right in there and they can have all the SOPs available for your business. One of the other things that I also encourage you to do is to outsource your marketing efforts. By having someone strategize your business plan that you already have with your marketing efforts and taking ownership of those things allows you to meet with the person, reflect on your vision, and engage them to complete that. So, marketing is a huge part of your business, and hiring someone to execute your vision really is a load off. But I also think that there is one more area where you can continue to streamline, and that is having a bookkeeper and an accountant. Having those two people save your life. No, really, they do. Trust me. Having a bookkeeper and an accountant to take over your finances and identify key areas of your business that need attention. Meanwhile, keeping receipts, reports, all of the fluffy stuff up to date is an instrumental piece of running your business. Do not, I repeat, do not attempt to do this yourself. If you do it yourself, holy moly, I don't know how you do it, but that is one area where you are not the expert. And I always advocate for hiring people in their zone of genius. So if you are not an accountant or a bookkeeper by trade, that is not your zone of genius. I don't care how long you've been doing your own books for. that is not a zone of genius for you. And the reason why it's not is because you can't get far enough away from your company to understand what's happening, to understand what the market is doing in order for you to be able to pivot in some areas for financial resources or financial implications. So that's why I will say, no offense to anyone, but that is not your zone of genius if you are not a bookkeeper or an accountant by trade. The fourth thing to leverage your time is to automate everything. Literally, everything that you can possibly automate, automate. And why do I say this? Automation is not just this buzzword, but it's a means to your business running on autopilot. Granted, you will always have some manual areas, which every business should. But between your team that you have built and personalized automation, your business gets to do what it needs to do. And so can you. And if you haven't automated your personal life, Lord, whew, get after it. I'm talking grocery pickup. I'm talking Amazon to your house. A lot of people like to give women slack on this. And I'm telling you, just as efficiently that you can mop your floors, you're taking away valuable time. And again, zone of genius here. If you can afford a housekeeper, get one because it will literally change your life and it allows you to show up in a way and treat yourself with respect in such a way that is valuable to your family, your friends, and all the people that know and love you. It really is a beautiful thing when you can look at all areas of your life and say, where can I automate? It is not selfish. It is not taking the easy way out. It is literally pivoting yourself in a position that you get to show up authentically and not be burnt out and not be run into the ground. And if people have something to say about that, then that's on them. They're projecting their own insecurities and they're projecting their own lack of know-how onto you. So if you needed that encouragement, I'm here for you, girl. I just gave it to you. And now having automation where you can use resources that are beneficial to you and your business allow you to thrive and excel. One of those key automation pieces is creating a task management system. And when you have a task management system that everyone on your team can work out of, there's multiple things that it does for you and your team. Number one, it encourages transparency and accountability. But at a high overview, you can see the items that have been done, that need to be done, and find areas that need to be added. But allows your team meetings that you have with your team to run smoother so that everybody can see what's going on, right? Everybody can talk about the stuff that hasn't been done, that is getting done, all of those things. But having this in place encourages productive conversations with the team, allows you to continue to express your vision and creating tasks that are associated with it. So, having a task management system, while we all love the pen and paper, at some point moving into that and allowing your team to be able to help you take that on is really crucial for you to be able to sort of get out of your head and be able to continue to be at that 500-foot view. And I just have a question for you. Are you delegating or are you treading water? Honestly, look at that and say, am I doing a good job delegating? If you have a task list in front of you, look at that and say, what are the things that, if you have a team of people, what are the things that I can leverage them in their zone of genius? And what are the things that are absolutely that I have to do? If you are in a position where you're thinking about bringing on a team member, again, looking at that list and saying, what are the things that I need help with? What are the things that exhaust me? What are the things that do not bring me joy? As a business owner, you get to decide that. You get to decide what tasks you're taking on whether or not they bring you joy. And then from there, you get to delegate. Every minute that you spend on something that keeps you in your business does not allow you to see the areas from a 500-foot view where you can expand and continue to build your dream. It is crucial to hire capable people with specific zones of genius to delegate to. If you're unclear on how you can accomplish this on a limited budget, please book a free coffee chat with me. I'll leave my link in the show notes so that I can get to know you and your business and where you can potentially leverage some automation to get you started. Remember, you are stronger than you think. Thanks for listening to That Big CEO Energy. If you heard something today that helped you, I would love it if you would leave a review and share it with your friends. This helps more people like you become inspired just like you are. If you would like to learn more about how I can help you streamline and position your business for growth or lead your business as a CEO, feel free to jump into the show notes with all of the links to find me. And don't forget to head over to Instagram so we can be pals.